Middle of January, here in the Netherlands, we have already been shaking hands because it has been New Year. And New Year's Eve has been celebrated, the New Year has been celebrated. Even by the end of the month, you're no longer supposed to wish each other a Happy New Year. Nonetheless, Xiaochen Liu, I'm wishing you a Happy New Year, a Happy Chinese New Year, because that's typically at the end of January.
Thank you. Exactly, like Chinese New Year is usually at the end of, let's say, solar calendar, at the end of January or start of February.
But it's not a fixed date at the end of January.
No, it really depends on the lunar calendar, which is kind of different from solar calendar from year to year.
So all the Chinese are watching the moon. It's misty in the Netherlands. You still know when to celebrate. You know that long in advance. And it is already planned long in advance because it is a big festival, a big festivity.
Definitely, yes. So like the Spring Festival, or let's say Chinese New Year, is the biggest festival every Chinese people celebrate throughout the year. It means a lot to us. It means the start of a new year. It means the family reunion. It means good food, of course. It means lots of good wishes. It means you can see a lot of people that you don't daily meet, etc. Yeah.
So it's really a kind of family activity, or is it also, let's say, the national pride and a kind of political moment to look back on the previous year and to look forward and to announce the policies? Is that also aligned with the Chinese New Year?
I would say both. First thing is, I think Spring Festival or Chinese New Year is really about family, like for every person. So it is a time for you to meet your family members and then to sit down, to talk to each other, and so on. But it is a sign for a new start. It doesn't matter for governments, for companies. It's a time to set your goal, to set new wishes for the new year, etc. So I'd say, yeah.
So the financial reporting is out of sync with what is being done in Europe and in the United States?
Yes, at least that's what I know of. It's kind of be different.
Yeah. So it's really a kind of fresh restart. In the Netherlands, we celebrate New Year's Eve particularly at, let's say, the 31st of December. That's the big event when we are counting down. For many people on the 1st of January, it is a bit of a party and shaking hands, although it's also sleeping out your hangover.
For sure.
But it's a longer period in China. It's not just one eve and a day.
No, actually, I think the Spring Festival starts from the New Year's Eve all the way till the 15th of the first lunar calendar month, which means you have 15 days of celebration. So the Spring Festival officially ends at the 15th of January, lunar calendar. So yeah, you get many days to celebrate it.
It's really a holiday period, but you do that after the change to the new year. So
yes.
First there is, let's say, the time when the clock ticks 12.
Yeah.
It is clock ticks 12. And it's not a special moment, let's say 11 hours, 35 minutes, 20 seconds.
No, it's the clock till 12. Yeah.
Okay.
And then before that time, basically just every family prepare for their own feast and everything, because it's sitting together. After a time, on the first day of Chinese New Year, you can go outside to shake hands with friends or have big parties or etc. etc.
But then the real partying is afterwards, where you meet with friends and family, and
it's after that.
You go for the good food.
Actually, you have the good food on the Christmas Eve, but I think you get good food every day during these 15 days. So yeah.
You like the Chinese food?
Definitely. I mean, I have a Chinese stomach, so I'm craving for Chinese food anytime.
And can we think of more than dumplings?
For sure, of course, dumplings is the most traditional kind of food.
Almost like our oliebollen here in the
you
but
can
they
say
taste
that.
very different.
You can say it tastes very different. I eat dumplings. I mean, it's not necessary to only eat dumplings during Spring Festival, but you kind of need these dumplings to have this sense of festival during Chinese New Year.
You cannot go to the supermarket to buy them in a bowl and then heat them up the day after, or.
You can do that here in Netherlands. I mean, if you go to the Chinese supermarket, you see all kinds of dumplings, frozen ones. You can just bring it back home and then.
Does that work, frozen dumplings?
Yeah, they're frozen dumplings. They're actually decent. They're not bad. But if you want to really celebrate your own festival, like as a Chinese, you had to make your dumplings. You had to make your own dumplings.
Because it's also that being together and making the dumplings.
Exactly.
And tell each other the secrets of what to put in there.
Yeah, and then see how different people make different kind of dumplings is a really funny thing. Yeah.
What are the kind of ingredients? You can have different variants. And you put
yes.
them all on the table and it's a surprise what you get.
It can be different from the filling of dumplings.
Yeah.
You can go, of course, you can go vegan. But personally, I like the filling with some meat. It can be beef, can be pork, chicken, and the vegetables can be Chinese kai, can be anything if you like. So that's the difference with filling, and also the difference of shape. That's the most interesting part. People make different kind of shape dumplings, and then if you really put them all together, you see you identify who made this kind of dumplings, and it's a really fun thing to see.
So you can have your signature shape.
Yeah, definitely. For me, I'm pretty proud of my dumplings. Other people, they may make relatively ugly kind of dumplings. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of the dumpling I made.
You're proud of your dumplings, so
yeah.
I would like to know the secret of how to do that.
So
that's what the Chinese always do. Just ask a Chinese friend, and we will not disclose.
Yeah,
that's the biggest kept secret in China.
I think it's everybody's have their own secret of making dumplings. For me, I get the secrets from my parents, and then I just keep the secret. Sometimes my friends tell me to teach them, but I say it's
okay. We will.
Yeah.
How can we extort you to get it out? Apparently, that's
let's just make sure that we make dumplings together, then I can just share the secret.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ask a Chinese friend. That's the typical answer.
Yeah.
I get. It's about good food, not only dumplings, also other food, but there is more to it. There are these ornaments, these decorations. There are the poems.
For sure, during Spring Festival, before the first day of Chinese New Year, we have to already put up this fortune note, spring couplets, to decorate your house. You had to really clean up your place so that you start fresh in the new year. And then always to put on the spring couplets, and then you write down something as the wishes that you want to bring to your family for the next year.
That is a very personal wish.
Yeah, you can write whatever you want, but usually people don't mess up because the spring couplet is gonna stick to the front of your door for the whole year.
Okay, because at Sinterklaas here in the Netherlands we have this tradition of making poems for each other, and they're always in a subtle way critical and touch the critical points. But here you're more friendly, or is it also a way to give gentle feedback?
No, it's actually something it's kind of formal thing, so you don't really write funny things on that. Basically because it's gonna be on your door for the whole year. So
for the whole year. Not only for the celebration.
It's gonna be there for the whole year, and you only change them at the next Spring Festival.
So when New Year is coming up, you're happy to finally be able to remove the wishes from last year. Okay.
And then because you kind of get boring, you can get bored looking at this for the whole year and say, it's time to make new wishes. And
then also you have to show that you really adhere to what the wishes say.
Yeah.
Okay. And so the whole country is now thinking about what to write down when the Chinese year is there. Then you.
Yeah.
Or is it relatively routine, like the fortune cookies texts that we know of?
Something to clarify that in China there's no fortune cookie.
That's
China.
An American tradition.
It's a kind of American thing. But I think it's a pity thing that people don't write their spring couplets these days. They buy that from the internet, or they simply don't do that anymore. So I think
when you say they don't write it, it's not only creating the text. There is no ChatGPT for the couplets, but it's also the calligraphy, the beautiful drawings of the.
Yes.
Can you write something in beautiful Chinese?
Actually, I can do that. I mean, another thing I'm proud of is that I can do calligraphy pretty well. So
you learned that at school, or it was a hobby, or?
I learned that at school, and even I was really young when I was back in China. My parents always asked me to write spring couplets for my family member, for my grandparents, all the time. So.
But then they gave you the text.
They give me the text, or there's many texts I can select from. So I just say I wanted this one, and then I write it down.
Okay.
But the funny thing is, I think ChatGPT can generate the text, and it's actually pretty good. So a lot of people just being lazy and then download the text from ChatGPT and then do their own calligraphy and then write it down.
But I guess it's not ChatGPT, it's a Chinese variant of it, or
No, it's actually ChatGPT.
it's
It does that.
ChatGPT itself. Okay.
ChatGPT does that.
So I can order ChatGPT to write a couplet
Yeah, I think you can.
for my team members or for my friends.
Absolutely, yeah. And you can also tell ChatGPT what kind of wishes you want to give, and then they generate the text for you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to select from them, but yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, also you need to know Chinese, but yeah.
And then every year we're also moving from one zodiac animal to another zodiac animal.
Yeah.
The rat, the ox. By now we are had the dragon.
Yeah.
Now we have a tiny dragon. The
Yeah.
snake. Is the snake a friendly animal?
I wouldn't say so, but it really depends on. I mean, snake itself is not really a friendly animal. If
Yeah.
you reach out to snake bites you, but because snake, we are moving from dragon to snake,
Yeah.
and then people always refer to snake as a baby dragon. So you pass on some good characters from the dragon, which is I think is the most popular zodiac among all the.
Yeah, dragon is the most popular. That's okay.
Yeah, I mean.
Because that's the
It's the
powerful,
most powerful
mighty
thing.
animal.
Yeah.
Like the lion we sometimes think of in the.
Yeah. There's no lion in Chinese zodiac, but yeah, dragon is like
Yeah.
it's like a symbol for Chinese culture. So many people wish for dragon. But if you miss your dragon, you can always go for the small dragon, which is the snake. Snake, yeah, is a sneaky animal. So a lot of people believe that people who is born in the year of snake can be kind of not easygoing at the beginning, cold-hearted. But actually, when you get to know these people, they are actually pretty, they're kind, they're pretty sensitive, and then they're actually a good person.
Yeah. And is it an issue? Is it a topic when you, let's say, search for a partner, or when you can, in a subtle way, do the timing of when to get a baby, or are people happy or less happy with their zodiac?
Oh,
animal?
people actually do that.
Yeah.
People, elder people believe that there are certain good match with different zodiac. Me personally, I don't believe that, but yeah. Like for example, my grandparents definitely believe that, and they're saying, yeah, it matters with how your zodiac and your partner's zodiac match or not. And also, for example, a couple, if you don't have kids, usually they think of what kind of zodiac, what kind of kids they want to have, so they select a year.
And they select the year, indeed, to
Yeah.
To get a dragon
Yeah.
or a baby dragon.
Yeah, maybe. But this day, this doesn't really matters anymore, but still people think about it. Yeah.
Is also the baby dragon year a smaller year, let's say, in the worldwide geopolitical things happening? 2025 it can be quite a year.
I think so.
So it will not be a baby year.
No, I think it's gonna be a big year, yeah. But I don't know.
Is that also part of the belief around the zodiac years, that there is a cycle in the years, or am I now stretching the idea of the years of the zodiac towards geopolitical things too far?
No, I don't see any association with this.
Yeah. The lunar calendar, 2025 will be the year of the baby dragon, the snake. And Xiaochen, with you and your family, I wish you a wonderful year of the snake.
Thank you very much.
Can you do the greetings in Chinese?
Yeah, I will do greeting Chinese. 祝所有观众蛇年大吉，工作顺利，身体健康，一切顺利，谢谢大家。